cabbage fans, and welcome to another Wednesday on Of Cabbages and Rants. I've just spent the last couple of minutes looking at my face in the camera preview, trying to rub off this mark until it dawned on me that it's the vein that I have under my eye and it's not going to come off. Now, ever since I deciphered Adam's last video and worked out what the topic was supposed to be, I've been racking my brains trying to think of how I'm going to respond to this question, because the fact is, I'm just not really sentimental enough to get attached to book characters. When I'm reading a book, and I read lots of books, I really like the characters, but once the book finishes, it's over for me, and I just drop the connection. And I can really love a book and really care about the characters and try and encourage other people to read the stories, like The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy, but I don't ever feel the need to continue the story. Except in this case. Fiona McIntosh is an Australian author, and so I really doubt the majority of people who are going to watch this video have ever even heard of her. But she's good, and she tends to do trilogies. Well, as far as I know, all she does is trilogies. This trilogy, which is called The Trinity, is about two young people who are in love. We've got Torquin Tor Gint and Alessandra Alyssa Quinn, and they both are magically gifted in a world where magic is illegal and eradicated. It's a series about how they were split up and how they still loved each other and found each other again despite the odds. And most of the characters in these books were really colourful and wonderfully well drawn, and you really find yourself caring about what happens to everyone, even the minor characters who sort of just play a tiny little role, and everything all connects in the end, which I like about stories, but the way she ended it just did not sit well with me. And I think for that reason, I never really let go of the plot, so little aspects of the book stay with me. Usually I read a book and I take on board what it has to say about the world or the people in it, or glean what pearls of wisdom from it I can, and that's where it ends with me. But those books, it wasn't anything especially different about the characters. It was just the fact that it never really finished for me. It wasn't over. It was too open-ended. So other than that, I've never really wanted to be any character, unless you count the obsession that I have always had with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'd love to be a vampire slayer, except for the fact that I like vampires too much. The weirdest thing just happened. In the middle of editing this video, the computer switched itself off, tried to reboot about 10 times, and then opened in safe mode. So I restarted it, and that didn't work. So I just held the power button in and turned it back on, and now it's fine. I hate computers. So while Adam was reminding me about the video that I need to make today, he also asked me to give a topic this week that everyone could get really fired up about, but then neglected to give me any assistance whatsoever in choosing a topic. So I have no idea sort of which direction he wants me to go in. But I have decided that next week I want us to all pick a news article or story and whinge about it. So I want a news story that's current and that we can read with a link or find out about via YouTube or whatever, but I want a news story that we can know about and that you can't stand, or can stand, but don't like the way it's been written, or anything to that effect really. Just a news story, whinging. My week has been quite bad this week due to issues with my neighbours, and it's all up in the air. I'm probably going to be homeless in a week or two. Well, not homeless, but my stuff will be anyway, because everywhere I've got that I can go if I don't renew my lease here, there's no room for my stuff. So, seriously contemplating just packing myself up and going to crash at Adam's place for the next few weeks while he's away. That'd be nice, actually. Just go. Just run away. Okay, I'll see you all next week!
With cabbages and beans.
I'm not entirely serious about going to WA either. Not sure how that would go down with pretty much everyone I know. Just me running off.
The end.